You think you can toy with him, prod his edges, see how much he'll take before he breaks. You're wrong, dead wrong. Testing a Sigma male's patience isn't a game of courage. It's a one-way ticket to your own irrelevance in his world. He's not waiting to explode, he's waiting to erase you. Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we strip away the illusions and dive straight into the raw, unfiltered truth of what makes a Sigma tick. Today we're tearing apart why pushing a Sigma's limits is the biggest mistake you'll ever make, and trust me, this is going to hit hard. We're not here to coddle or compromise. This is about understanding the unbreakable mindset that defines us, the men who walk alone, thrive in silence, and wield patience like a blade. Get ready because we're about to unpack 11 reasons why testing a Sigma male is a gamble with no payout, only a quiet, permanent exit from his orbit. In the next few minutes, you're going to see the Sigma male's mind laid bare. His calm, his calculations, his unshakable resolve. This isn't just a breakdown. It's a wake-up call for anyone who's ever mistaken his silence for weakness. Each point we cover is a window into the stoic strength and razor-sharp independence that fuel his every move. You'll hear stories that resonate, examples that sting, and truths that empower you to rise above the noise. The Sigma male community isn't just a channel. It's a brotherhood of men committed to excellence, self-reliance, and cutting through life's chaos with clarity. So, let's dive in and expose why testing a Sigma's patience doesn't just fail, it backfires spectacularly. 1. His calm isn't composure, it's calibration. That quiet you see when you push him? It's not him biting his tongue, it's a high-tech radar sweeping your every move. Every jab, every subtle disrespect, every attempt to rattle him gets logged in a mental database, not for some emotional outburst, but for a cold, calculated verdict on whether you're worth his time. He's not zoned out or pretending to ignore you. He's measuring the exact weight of your words, the depth of your intent, and the cost of your presence in his carefully curated life. This isn't passivity, it's a masterclass in precision, where silence is the sound of him sizing you up for the chop. When he's done calibrating, and trust me, he's always running the numbers, the outcome is surgical. There's no yelling, no messy confrontation, just a clean break that leaves you wondering what hit you. You thought you were testing him, but he was testing you, and the moment your disruptions outweigh your value, you're gone. He's already detached emotionally while you were busy poking the bear, so when he walks away, it's not a reaction, it's a pre-programmed ejection of a glitch in his system. That's the Sigma way: assess, decide, execute. This is self-mastery in action, a man who's learned that reacting to every annoyance is a waste of energy. He's not here to prove anything to you. His peace is his priority, and he guards it with the vigilance of a sentinel. You might think you're getting under his skin, but all you're doing is giving him data to refine his life, to sharpen his focus, and to keep his world running at peak efficiency. That's the power of a Sigma male, turning your chaos into his clarity. 2. Your testing is his audition tape for your erasure. Every time you poke at him, thinking you're clever or bold, you're really just handing him a highlight reel of why you don't belong in his life. Each push, each snarky comment, each boundary you nudge is a live audition for the starring role of irrelevant. He's not sweating your provocations, he's watching you perform, noting how you disrupt his equilibrium with every move. To a Sigma, life is a machine that runs on efficiency, and you're the squeaky gear begging to be replaced. He doesn't see your tests as a challenge to flex his ego, they're inefficiencies he's itching to cut out. It's not personal, it's practical. You're a drain on his resources, time, energy, focus, and he's got no patience for liabilities masquerading as players. The second your antics tip the scales from tolerable to toxic, he's already mentally uninstalling you from his reality. By the time you notice he's gone quiet, he's not just done with you, he's upgraded his life without you in it. Picture this: some loudmouth at a bar keeps throwing jabs, thinking he's riling up the quiet guy in the corner. The Sigma doesn't flinch, he sips his drink, eyes steady, cataloging every word. Later, that same loudmouth wonders why the Sigma's nowhere to be found, not because he's hiding but because he's moved on to a night, a circle, a life where that noise doesn't exist. That's the Sigma male community ethos. Don't waste time on drama, use it to build something better. 3. The line is invisible until you've crossed into oblivion. You won't see the boundary until it's too late. There's no neon sign, no angry warning shot. A Sigma's limit is a ghost line, shifting with every interaction, built from a complex equation of respect, effort, and peace. You're stumbling through the dark, throwing punches at shadows, clueless about the exact moment you've gone too far. And when you do cross it, there's no fanfare, just a sudden eerie void where he used to be. One day you're texting, joking, thinking you've got a foothold in his world. The next, you're met with silence so absolute it's deafening. Calls don't connect, messages vanish into the ether, and you're left scrambling for an explanation he'll never give. Respect isn't a debate club with a Sigma. It's the air he breathes, and if you choke it off, he doesn't negotiate for more. He relocates to cleaner skies. You're not locked out, you're erased, and the disorientation is your punishment for missing the signs. This is rational thinking at its finest. Why waste breath on someone who can't see your worth? A Sigma male doesn't need to draw lines in the sand. He knows his value and expects you to as well. When you fail that test, he doesn't sulk or strike back. He adapts, moving forward with the calm certainty of a man who's already decided what matters. That's the kind of strength we champion here, unshakable, silent, and sovereign. 4. Loyalty broken forges permanent armor. Cross a Sigma's loyalty and you don't just lose a friend, you torch a bridge he'll never rebuild. His trust is a rare gift, a fortress he opens only after you've proven your worth, and once you betray it, the damage is catastrophic. He doesn't patch the cracks, he pours steel into them, sealing off that part of himself forever, not out of spite but survival. You've just rewritten his blueprint, and the new design doesn't include you or anyone like you. He won't waste tears or rage on you, he'll rise above it, turning your betrayal into a shield. The warm, open version of him you once knew? That's gone, replaced by a strategist who now scans every connection with a colder, sharper eye. You didn't just break his trust. You reshaped his world, making it a fortress where vulnerability is a luxury he won't risk again. The loss is yours, but the lesson is his, and he wears it like armor. Think of a Sigma who once shared his plans, his dreams, with someone he thought was solid, until they sold him out. He doesn't curse them, he evolves. Next time you see him, he's thriving, guarded, untouchable, while the traitor's left wondering why they're suddenly invisible. That's resilience, taking the hit, learning the lesson, and coming back stronger. It's what we live by in this community. 5. He levels up through your noise. You want a reaction? Good luck, you're just fuel for his fire. While you're busy stirring the pot, hoping for a shout or a shove, he's siphoning every ounce of that chaos into his own growth. Your noise is the static he tunes out while he builds empires, of skill, of peace, of power, in his own quiet corner. The more you push, the higher he climbs, leaving you panting in the dust of your own wasted effort. And here's the kicker. He doesn't hide his rise. You'll see him thriving, new goals crushed, new heights reached, not because he's rubbing it in but because he's done caring what you think. Your tests didn't break him. They polished him, sharpening his focus while you flailed for attention. His success isn't revenge. It's the natural byproduct of a man who turns distraction into discipline, and that's the Sigma edge. Imagine some coworker jabbing at him daily, expecting a meltdown. Instead, the Sigma channels it, late nights perfecting his craft, early mornings stacking wins. Months later, he's promoted, poised, untouchable, while the jabber's still stuck in the same rut, shouting at a wall that's already moved on. That's the Sigma male community way. Let the noise push you up, not pull you down. 6. Respect is his oxygen, not a negotiable. He doesn't yell because he doesn't grovel. Try to belittle him, question his worth, or demand he prove himself, and you'll hit a wall of icy withdrawal so fast it'll spin your head. Engaging with your disrespect means giving it weight, and a Sigma knows his value doesn't need your stamp of approval. It's a fact, not a debate. He's not here to convince you of anything. He's here to live on his terms. If you can't see that, he's not going to waste oxygen explaining it. Your failure to respect him isn't his burden, it's your exit pass. He'll pull back so smoothly, so completely, you won't even clock it until he's a memory. He's not begging for your validation. He's preserving his energy for a world that already gets it. Silence isn't surrender, it's him choosing himself over your nonsense. This is emotional control in its purest form. A Sigma doesn't let your doubts shake him because his foundation's rock solid. Step into a room with him, disrespect him, and watch him glide out, calm, collected, already onto something better. That's the kind of man we build here. Someone who knows respect isn't optional, it's essential, and he won't settle for less. 7. Disrespect is ammunition for your silent removal. Every dig, every smirk, every time you step over his line, it's not ignored, it's ammo. He's not plotting some dramatic payback, he's stacking evidence, building an airtight case for why you don't belong in his orbit. You think you're slick, getting away with it, but he's an archivist of your every misstep, quietly assembling the warrant for your removal. It's not about revenge, it's about reason. When the pile's high enough, he doesn't explode, he executes. No showdown, no speech, just a swift, clean cut that leaves you out in the cold. He's been judging your worth all along, and the verdict's final. You're a contaminant, and he's done tolerating the mess. The efficiency is chilling because it's emotionless, pure logic driving a decision you didn't see coming. Take a guy who keeps interrupting a Sigma mid-sentence, thinking it's a power play. The Sigma nods, takes it, but each cut's a tally. One day that guy's talking to air, the Sigma's gone not out of anger but because the math didn't add up anymore. That's rational thinking. Weigh the cost, cut the loss, move on. It's how we roll in this community, smart, steady, unstoppable. 8. Patience is the countdown to your irrelevance. His patience isn't a gift to you, it's a timer ticking down your relevance. Every push, every annoyance, every drain on his piece shaves seconds off your stay in his world. He's not enduring you out of kindness. He's calculating how long he'll let you linger before you're more trouble than you're worth. That calm you're testing? It's the hum of a clock you can't hear. When it hits 0, you're done, no warning, no goodbye. 1 minute he's there, the next he's a phantom, and you're left wondering where it all went wrong. He didn't wear out, he timed you out with a precision that's almost surgical. There's no ceremony because there's no need, he's already moved on, and you're just a blip he's forgotten. This is a man who values his time like gold. He's not here to babysit your ego or coddle your chaos, he's here to live, to grow, to thrive. Push him too far and he doesn't snap, he subtracts. That's the Sigma male community mindset. Patience isn't weakness, it's power, and when it runs out, you're the one who loses. 9. Guilt is a language he doesn't speak. Cry all you want, throw apologies at him, beg him to feel bad, it's gibberish to a Sigma. He's already run the numbers on what he gave versus what you took, and when he walks, his ledger's balanced. Guilt's a tool for the weak, a chain he cut loose long ago, because he knows his worth and won't let your tears rewrite it. He's not cold, he's clear. Your sob story bounces off him like rain on steel. He's not ignoring you out of spite. He's immune because he's already settled the score in his head. You broke the deal, loyalty, respect, whatever it was, and he's not here to renegotiate with someone who couldn't hold up their end. The contract's void and he's not looking back. Imagine a friend who screws over a Sigma then comes crawling back, all, I'm sorry, and crocodile tears. He doesn't budge, not because he's heartless but because he's honest with himself. He gave, you took, and now it's over. That's emotional resilience. No regrets, no baggage, just a man moving forward. It's what we stand for here, living true, not trapped by someone else's games. 10. He's already designed your exit before you sense the shift. That steady gaze while you're pushing his buttons? It's not him freezing, it's him drafting your eviction notice. He's an architect of his own peace, and while you're busy stirring trouble, he's sketching the cleanest way to cut you loose. He's not reacting because he's planning, redirecting every ounce of energy you'd waste on drama into a flawless exit strategy. By the time you feel him pulling away, the blueprint's done and the walls are up. You don't get a big goodbye or a chance to argue. He's already shifted his focus to the cleaner, quieter life ahead. His silence isn't hesitation, it's construction noise you're too loud to hear. You're not a problem anymore, you're a space he's already redecorated. Think of a Sigma at a family gathering, enduring a relative's constant digs. He's polite, nodding, but in his head, he's redrawing the map. Fewer visits, less talk, total detachment. Next time he's absent and they're baffled, but he's free. That's the Sigma way. Plan the escape, execute it quietly, and keep winning. It's how we level up in this community. 11. Indifference is the point of no return. Anger? Those are emotions he left behind. The real endgame is indifference, a blank, bottomless nothing where you used to matter. Push him past that unseen edge and you're not just out, you're invisible, a ghost he doesn't even register. Your words, your pleas, your existence. It's all static to a man who's tuned you out completely. This isn't a choice he makes, it's a state you earn. You've dug your own grave of irrelevance and he's not cruel enough to care. There's no fight to win back because there's no battlefield left. He's raised it, leaving nothing but empty ground where you once stood. The terror isn't in his wrath, it's in becoming a non-entity in a world he still rules. Picture someone who's hounded a Sigma for months. Texts, calls, drama. One day it stops working. He's not mad, not distant. He's gone, emotionally and physically, and they're screaming into a void he doesn't hear. That's the ultimate Sigma power, letting go so fully you're free while they're stuck. It's what we teach here. Master yourself and the rest falls away. So there it is, 11 razor-sharp truths about why testing a Sigma male's patience is a losing battle. This isn't just a lesson in what not to do, it's a blueprint for living stronger, smarter, and freer. Here at the Sigma Male community we don't just talk the talk, we give you the tools to walk the walk, to carve out a life of independence and unshakable strength. If this hit home, don't let it sit, act on it. Like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts, share it with the men who need to hear it, and if you're already in the crew, smash that notification bell so you never miss a drop of this wisdom. We're not here to play small, we're here to rise and we want you rising with us. Until next time, stay Sigma, stay sovereign.